Hello children, welcome to the video session of Standard 6 History. In the last video session we have discussed about different stages of human evolution, and today we are going to discuss about Indus civilization. What is civilization? Civilization is nothing but the stages of human social and cultural development and organization that is considered to be as most advanced. Can we enter into this session? Yes, let's move on to the session.
The given picture represents the timeline of ancient world civilizations. All these civilizations were established only in places near the rivers, most commonly along their banks. Initially, people lived in groups. Then they formed communities out of these groups. Then evolved the societies, which in due course become civilizations. Why did people settle near rivers? People prefer to settle near the rivers for the reasons given below. The soil is fertile, fresh water is available for drinking, watering livestock and irrigation. Easy movement of people and goods is possible. In the 1920s, archaeologists began to excavate the cities of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. They unearthed the remains of these long forgotten cities. In 1924, the Director General of ASI, Sir John Marshall, found many common features between Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. He concluded that they were part of a large civilization. Some slight differences are found in the earthenwares of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. This made the researchers conclude that Harappa was older than Mohenjo-daro. Next one is sites in Indian borders. Archaeologists found major Harappan sites within Indian borders. You can find the places in this picture. Let's know the time span of Indus civilization. Geographical range South Asia. Period Bronze Age. Time 3300 to 1900 BCE. It is determined using the radiocarbon dating method. Its area is 13 lakh square kilometer. Cities 6 big cities and villages more than 200. Next one is urban civilization. Harappan civilization is said to be urban because of the following reasons: well-conceived town planning, astonishing masonry and architecture, priority for hygiene and public health, standardized weights and measures, solid agricultural and artisanal base. Unique features of Harappan civilization. Town planning is a unique feature of the Indus civilization. The Harappan city had two planned areas. The given picture represents the two planned areas of Harappa. First one is upper town and second one is lower town. Upper town, the part of the city to the west was higher and it was called citadel. It was used by the administrators. Great path and granaries are located in upper town. Next one is lower town. The part of the city to the east was lower but larger. It was inhabited by common people. Next heading is streets and houses. The streets are observed to have a grid pattern. They were straight running from north to south and east to west and intersected each other at right angles. The roads were wide with rounded corners. Houses were built on both sides of the street. The houses were either 1 or 2 stories. Most of the houses had many rooms, a courtyard and a well. Each house had toilets and bathrooms. The houses were built using baked bricks and mortar. Sun-dried bricks were also used. Most of the bricks were of uniform size. Roofs were flat. There is no conclusive evidence of the presence of palaces or places of worship. Next topic we are going to discuss is about the Great Bath. The Great Bath was a large rectangular tank in a courtyard. It may be the earliest example of a waterproof structure. The bath was lined with bricks, coated with plaster, and made watertight using layers of natural bitumen. There were steps on the north and south leading into the tank. There were rooms on 3 sides. Water was drawn from the well located in the courtyard and drained out after use. Drainage system. Many of these cities had covered drains. The drains were covered with slabs or bricks. Each drain had a gentle slope so that water could flow. Holes were provided at regular intervals to clear the drains. House drains passed below many lanes before finally emptying into the main drains. Every house had its own soak bed which collected all the sediments and allowed only the water to flow into the street drain. The Great Granary. The granary was a massive building with a solid brick foundation. Granaries were used to store food grain. The remains of wheat, barley, millets, sesame and pulses have been found there. Next one is the Assembly Hall. The Assembly Hall was another huge public building at Mohenjo-daro. It was a multi-pillared hall, 20 pillars in 4 rows to support the roof. Next one is trade and transport. Harappans were great traders. Standardized weights and measures were used by them. They used sticks with marks to measure length. They used carts with spokeless solid wheels. There is evidence for extensive maritime trade with Mesopotamia. Indus seals have been found as far as Mesopotamia, which are modern-day Iraq, Kuwait and parts of Syria. King Naram-Sin of Akkadian Empire has written about buying jewelry from the land of Melucca, a region of the Indus Valley. Cylindrical seals similar to those found in Persian Gulf and Mesopotamia have also been found in the Indus area. This shows the trade links between these two areas. A naval dockyard has been discovered in Lothal in Gujarat. It shows the maritime activities of the Indus people. Dockyard at Lothal. Lothal is situated on the banks of a tributary of Sabarmati river in Gujarat. In Mohenjo-daro, a sculpture of a seated male has been unearthed in a building with a headband on the forehead and a smaller ornament on the right upper arm. His hair is carefully combed and beard finely trimmed. 2 holes beneath the ears suggest that the head ornament might have been attached till the ear. The left shoulder is covered with a shawl-like garment decorated with designs of flowers and rings. This shawl pattern is used by people even today in those areas. Next one is technology. Indus people had developed a system of standardized weights and measures. Ivory scale found in Lothal in Gujarat is 1704 mm, the smallest division ever recorded on a scale of other contemporary civilization. Do you know the hidden treasures of the Indus civilization? Inscriptions written in a script of those times can provide us information about customs, practices and other aspects of any place or time. So far, the Indus script has not been deciphered. Therefore, we must look for other clues to know about the Indus people and their lifestyle. Apparel. Cotton fabrics were in common use. Clay spindles unearthed suggest that yarn was spun. Wool was also used. Next one is love and peace. Settlements were built on giant platforms and elevated grounds. The Indus civilization seems to have been a peaceful one. Few weapons were found and there is no evidence of an army. They displayed their status with garments and precious jewelry. They had an advanced civic sense. One is their ornaments. Ornaments were popular among men and women. They adorned themselves with necklaces, armlets, bangles, finger rings, ear studs, and anklets. The ornaments were made of gold, silver, ivory, shell, copper, terracotta, and precious stones. Horse and iron were unknown to the people of Indus. Who governed them? Historians believe that there existed a central authority that controlled planning of towns and overseas trade, maintenance of drainage, and peace in the city. Next one is their occupation. The main occupation of the Indus civilization people is not known. However, agriculture, handicrafts, pottery making, jewelry making, weaving, carpentry, and trading were practiced. There were merchants, traders, and artisans. Rearing of cattle was another occupation. People of those times knew how to use the potter's wheel. They reared domesticated animals. Next one is pottery. Pottery was practiced using the potter's wheel. It was well fired. Potteries were red in color with beautiful designs in black. The broken pieces of pottery have animal figures and geometric designs on it. Religious belief. We don't have any evidence pointing to specific deities or their religious practices. There might have been worship of Mother Goddess, which is concluded based upon the excavation of several female figurines. Next one is toy culture. Toys like carts, cows with movable heads and limbs, clay balls, tiny doll, a small clay monkey, terracotta squirrels eating a nut, clay dogs, and male dancer have been found. They made various types of toys using terracotta, which show that they enjoyed playing. What happened to Harappans? By 1900 BCE, the Harappan culture had started declining. It is assumed that the civilization met with repeated floods, ecological changes, invasions, natural calamity, climatic changes, deforestation, and an epidemic. Several facts about Indus civilization. It is among the oldest in the world. It is also the largest among 4 ancient civilizations. The world's first planned cities are found in this civilization. The Indus also had advanced sanitation and drainage system. There was a high sense of awareness on public health. Children, let's discuss a summary of this lesson. When man began to live in a settled life, it marked the dawn of civilization. River valleys were responsible for the growth of civilization. Harappan culture was mainly urban in nature. Cities were well planned with covered drainage and straight wide roads cutting each other at right angles. The people of that time had great engineering skills. The Great Bath is one of the earliest public tanks. The civilization extended from Makran coast of Balochistan in west, Ghaggar Hakra river valley in east, Afghanistan in the northeast, and Maharashtra in the south.